airlines are now requesting more of the single aisles. So now aviation industry, specifically OEMs, are now having to produce more of the single aisles than before. And this will definitely bring a strain to the supply chain. But I believe OEMs are planning in advance to match the demand, and both Boeing and Airbus are increasing their production numbers year on year. And I believe there will be a good place in coming 1 or 2 years to match that demand in the next 2 years.
Shantanu, it's Hadley out in Abu Dhabi. I just want to ask you about the energy numbers that we've seen over the last couple of months, specifically oil over 85, the prospect potentially of oil at 100. How does that play in your view?
That's a very interesting point. And I think this very well matches with what we are seeing in the industry. We are seeing airlines, as I just mentioned, focusing their fleet concentration on single-aisle aircraft, specifically the long-range ones. And these are much more fuel efficient when it comes to wide bodies. And that's the reason airlines will try and focus their energies, their routes and schedules according to match that specific aircraft, which give them or enable them to reduce their operational costs. While wide bodies, which consume a lot of fuel and which is getting expensive, will be the last option to bring back to service. That's how it's going to play out when it comes to airlines choosing their fleet structure.
How do these two giants, when it comes to the plane making industry, stack up? Of course, we had results overnight from Boeing. We've got Airbus sticking with their 600 deliveries for the calendar year. There's always a lot of rivalry between the two of them. Which one's going to win the year? Which one do you think it'll be this year?
So I think it's winning is a very different aspect here. So what's been happening is for the past couple of years, Airbus is being leading in when it comes to deliveries. And that's primarily because of a key reason that Airbus has its A320, which supporting is about 70 to 80% of the deliveries Airbus is making. And wherein Boeing, we know, has been having problems with the 737, which is a single aisle, and they do not have another mid-size aircraft to match to the A320 long range what Airbus has. So in that sense, currently Airbus is leading as the number of deliveries also shows. But in my understanding, Boeing is planning to come up with a new fleet, and they are making some changes to match the Airbus deliveries in the coming few years.